Hi guys, welcome along to lesson 22 of my basic computer programming series of tutorials. Let's cast your minds back, shall we, to lesson 18, which I did a little while ago. If you recall, this was a bubble sort program which sorted a set number of numbers into ascending numerical order. I've had good feedback from this program, and a lot of people have been asking me, can we do this for characters as well? So the answer, of course, is yes, we can do it for characters. We've just got to alter it a little bit. But basically, the meat of the program, which does all the bubble sort, remains the same. The logic remains the same. The statements remain the same. But we've just got to alter the statements very, very slightly to cater for characters rather than just numbers. If you compare the two versions, you will see that from here, from line 30, through to here, line 100, the numbers are different on the other program, of course, but if you compare that chunk of code with the chunk of code from lesson 18, you will see it's exactly the same. Ignore the new functions in there. I'll explain those in more detail. The rest of it, of course, is slightly changed because we are dealing with characters rather than numbers. However, this program will sort numbers as well as characters, and we'll look at that in just a few seconds. First of all, I'm just going to run the program for you, do a quick run, show you what happens with the program. I'll just line the input up for you so you can see what's going on here. Okay, so I'm going to put in a long word, let's say continental. And what we're wanting to do is sort the letters out into alphabetical order, ascending. Now, I don't know why anybody would want to do this. Personally, I can't think of an idea why you would want to do it, but I've had the request, so therefore we've created the program to do it. So let's see what happens. And there, as you can see, are the letters in continental rearranged alphabetically in ascending order. If that you want to work on that and see that they're exactly the same letters, just rearranged. Okay, so now you've seen how it works on a word. So basically what I want to do now is run through exactly what this program does, then I'll show you a couple more examples on this, and I want to explain a couple of new functions that we've got in here that we've not come across in the past in the other previous lessons. So first of all, rather than using x as an array, which we did in lesson 18, we're just going to really input $x here, which is our letters or phrase or sentence or whatever we're going to do. That we import, it's just going to go straight into $x. We don't need any subscripts on that. We can work on $x character by character. We're retaining the variable m, which we retained in lesson 18, but this time, instead of having it a fixed number, we're actually saying to the computer to let that be equal to len, L-E-N, and in brackets $x. What that basically means is a new function that you haven't come across before. What that basically means is that m is going to be equal to the length of $x. So if we type in the word hello, for instance, into $x, then len $x would equal 5. So therefore m would equal 5. If we typed in the word bracket, for instance, et, so that would be 7, wouldn't it? B-R-A-C-K-E-T, yes, 7. Then len $x would be 7, so therefore m would be equal to 7. So you get the idea. It goes into a little bit more detail in the text version, which is on the site. The link will be below in the description when I finish on the video. Then, of course, this is the meat of the program, which I'm not going to go into explaining the logic of this. We've already covered that in lesson 18. If you want to refresh your memory on the logic, how it works, please refer back to lesson 18. Either on the video or the text or both. So I'm just going to cover really in here the new statements, and we haven't come across this new function here, ord, O-R-D. Now ord is the ordinal position. That's what it actually means. So basically, I'll break that down a little bit simpler for you. What we're saying here, we'll just take this part first up to the end of the second bracket here, the second closing bracket here. We're saying if the ordinal position of $x, which is the one we've input there, C:(C), that means C to C. So on the first pass it would be if the ordinal position of x dollar 1 to 1, and if we were on the second pass then it would be if the ordinal position of x dollar 2, that's position 2, to position 2. Third loop would be if the ordinal position of x dollar position 3 to position 3, so on and so forth. And then we'll take the next part of the statement is less than the ordinal position of x dollar, and what we're taking here is c plus 1 to c plus 1. So basically on the first loop we're saying if the ordinal position of x dollar position 1 to position 1 is less than the ordinal position value of x dollar position 2 to position 2, then we'll jump to 90 and we'll just complete the loop. Okay, so you're saying, right, I've got that, but what's the ordinal position? Okay, I'll explain that. The ordinal position is the ordinal position in the ASCII table. I'll put the ASCII table up for you now, or part of it. This is the American Standards Code of Information Interchange, and it's a code that's used widely throughout the world on computers, and each key on your keyboard has a number assigned to it. So as you can see here, we've got a space. That's your character there. Character is here, a space. Now a space in decimal is 32, so therefore the ordinal position of a space, if we're checking a character for a space, is 32. And the reason why we've got capital letters which will appear before lowercase letters is simply because if you look, there's a capital A and its decimal equivalent in the ASCII table is 65. A small a, lowercase a, and its decimal equivalent is 97. 65 is lower than 97, therefore your capitals will come before your lowercase. I've got a link on the text tutorial on the site that will give you this, but you can easily Google an ASCII table for yourself if you're struggling with that. And of course every character on the keyboard has this. As you can see, that even the numbers, the number 3, equivalent decimal ASCII value for a number 3 would be 51, so on and so forth. So basically what we're doing when we're sorting the string is we're not actually sorting the characters, we're actually sorting the representative value of the characters. So for instance, if we had the word, let's have a look, HE for the start of hello, we would check if the value 72 is less than 69, which is the value for E. Well, of course 72 is not less than 69, so therefore we would do a swap in the bubble sort. That's how we're actually working this program. So with that line explained, all we're doing here in line 60 is letting $, remember $, was T, which was our temporary storage location, if you like, in lesson 18. We're calling it $, here because we're dealing with characters, so it has to be a dollar sign. So we're letting $, equal x dollar, and again the position of C to the position of C. In other words, we're letting it equal one character. That's just to store, if it needed changing, that's just to store whatever characters in that position in there. Then it would crack on with line 70, and we let x dollar of position C to position C equal the next character, which is the one that is larger than. So what we're doing there is we're changing it round. We're actually putting the next character into the previous character, and then this line is actually letting this one equal what we stored in there. So basically we're just switching that to there and that to there. That's all we're doing. Then we're going back through the loop, and then we're actually printing out the value of the sorted string. So as you can see, it's quite easy. I'm going to do a couple of more quick shows of the program running for you, and then that's about all I can teach you on this, I think, because you should have a basic understanding, as I say, from line from lesson 18 anyway. So okay, let's do a quick run, and we'll put something. I'll just align the window up again for you so you can see what's actually going on here. Hopefully you can see that. Let's just move that a little tad more down. Okay, you've got that there. Okay, so what we'll do now is we will type in good morning, my friend. Okay, and then we shall enter that. Now, as you will see, you'll notice that we've got some blank spaces here, and that is because we've got 3 spaces in the word in the sentence we've typed in, and as a space is equal to the character 32 and it comes below any printed character, it puts those first. So we've actually got 3 spaces there. We could delete those if we wanted to, you know, work on the string further, but this is actually good morning my friend put into alphabetically ascending order with the spaces first. Okay, so let's just try another quick one, shall we? This time just to show you that we'll put in some numbers and letters as well. Okay, so let's put in 3 5 6 9 1 7 2. Hello my friend. Okay, and there you go, it's all sorted out for you. It's put the numbers into ascending numerical order, 1 2 3 5 6 7 9, and also your characters into ascending alphabetical order as well. Well, I think that's really about all I can show you with this one, because as I say, we've done most of the logic has been covered in lesson 18, so everything's been covered in the past. Hopefully this has explained it a little bit more for you. If you like these videos, please rate and favourite them, and also please think about subscribing to our YouTube channel. That would be great. I'll put the link in the description for our site. Please visit our site, read the text tutorials which give a little bit more in-depth information for you than I can cover in this video. The video is really to show you it, you know, so you can see what's happening, rather than trying to explain it in text form, but the text form does go into it a little bit more. We've got thousands of tutorials on our site, lots to keep you busy, fun, educational, all sorts of things. So we hope to see you soon on the site. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now.